Hey everyone, Joe here. In today's video, I want to show you how you can really make your black and white photos really stand out and pop. So we're getting this photo here from this photo. Let's hop in here and get started. Okay, let's take the photo that we're going to be editing and open it up in the Develop module. Before we even get started, first thing we need to do is go ahead and click on black and white and get it converted over to black and white. This really helps get everything started up for you. Now, first thing, well, other than clicking black and white, what we need to do is actually go down and turn on our lens corrections. I shot this one here on my Canon 18-135 that come with my 80D. And so we need to turn that on to get all the distortion stuff out of it. And let's see, that worked pretty good. Okay, that was really easy. Let's make sure we do have enabled profile corrections on, of course. And remove chromatic aberration, set up, default, obviously. All right. Once we got that, we can work on the actual details of the image, our noise reduction and sharpening, because that's really important to get this image to look real good. Okay. So what we're going to start with was the sharpening a little bit here. Let's go, think about default. I left it on about 40. Okay. And the radius here, I need to bop up the radius a little bit. Remember, you can hit the Alt key on a PC and get a little bit of a better view of things. Let me zoom in so we can take a look here. Now, this was on the 18-135 lens, so it's not the sharpest. At least it didn't turn out very sharp in this photo. So let's kind of help it out a little bit here. I think I had that on about 1.4. Let me see what I had it on. Oh, I actually had it on 1.5. Yeah, that'll help it get a little bit more sharper. Detail here, had the detail on. Around 15, actually pull the detail down. Yeah, that's where I had it. Now the masking though, I do want to mask this out. Now remember, everything white is getting sharpening applied, and everything in black is not getting sharpening. Now I need to pull this all the way over so only the tree limbs and the windows edges, the very edges of objects are getting sharpened. We don't want anything else sharpened. Okay, once we get that done, then we go down here to luminance and actually remove the noise. And that one, about default, I think I had a luminance of about 40. Let's see here, around 40, yeah. What did I have the detail? I also had the detail down to about 40 on that. And that's about right. Contrast I left on 0. The color I had on 40 as well. So let me pull the 40 on 40 on that. And we can see how that actually looks overall. That's without it, and that's with it. Now it does seem like it kind of softens things up, makes things a little too blurry. But we are going to turn around and add some, contrast and texture and stuff to it, which should help. Now keep in mind, zoomed out, it looks perfectly sharp. Okay, so now we got that done. Now we can go back up here to our basics and get started here on a basic overall global adjustments. Now I'm going to leave this one white balance as shot. We are using Adobe Monochrome, which is by default for black and white. Exposure, let me see here. I'm going to leave the exposure set to 0. The contrast here, I am going to bump up just a little bit to 30. Let me break this on up. Just see here. Yeah, 30. And you can see that it actually does help quite nice. Just a little bit of extra contrast. It seems to darken a lot of things down, but we are going to pull those back up and make them stand out. So don't worry. Next thing to go to here is our highlights. Now I'm going to pull the highlights really down, really low here to -80. I can get it on there. -81's close enough. Original photo, I did a -80 on it. The shadows here, let me boost those up. That's going to pull up a lot of things. Put the +75 on it. Wonderful. The whites also, I'm going to pull up the whites, making them brighter. Now, yeah, see here around +60. Oh yeah, that really brightened up that sky and stuff a lot. The blacks I left set at 0 because I thought the blacks looked fine. As you can tell, your tree limbs and stuff are nice and dark and black, and that's what I really do want. Now the presence, the clarity, and the dehaze here are really going to help, make this image look a little bit more sharper than it really is. And on the original image, I did boost it up to 30 on the texture, 30 on the clarity, and the dehaze just a little bit, not as much as the others, but up plus 20. If I can get it in there. Plus 19 is close enough with the tutorial. Okay, now we see what did we do here. With those changes, so far this is what we've done. You'll get things going here. Now I'm going to boost a little bit on the tone curve here, and actually going to go to the whites here, and let's drop this little point on the graph here. Now you can adjust the points like through here, or you can actually adjust them down here as well. So this one's a little harder to control. Might give you a good idea, but down here, your input and output, you can use your mouse cursor over those to really dial those in exactly where you want them. Now on this image, on the original image, I had this one at 150. See if I can get that close enough, 150. With the output, I had it on, let me check here. Out was on 175. Pull that up, 175. You can see this is the difference that made, and you can see it did really pull out of that a lot. Make those much brighter in those mid levels. Really helpful. That worked quite nice. Now we are going to do the black and white mix. And you can say, hey, there's colors here. Yes, there were colors in the black and white image before we got started. This is really good at helping you adjust those to really make your black and white image look the way you want. Okay, so the red here I'm going to leave set to 0. Not going to change it. My orange, I did drop. Just going to drop the original oranges and yellows-ish in the image. And just a little bit to -25 is what I had on the other image. Yellows, I dropped a little bit more. That'll be those warm colors. Yeah, -40 on that one. The green also dropped that to -25. Now, if you wonder why I'm really dropping those, take a look at this leaves here. Oh, heck, we pull over here. See these leaves? That's without me changing the colors, and that's with me changing the colors. They look really too distracting in the image. At least that was my thought when I looked at them. They really look like they stand out. Here, they look more like a part of the black and white image. So that's one reason I'm adjusting those down. Okay, so now the other colors here, we had the aqua left set to 0. The blues here, I did boost the blues a little bit. This is going to help a little bit for those sky and stuff reflecting off the windows. So we can pull that all the way up to 100, all the way down. Now at first you think, wow, that makes the sky look really good. It does, but it makes the windows look really bad. So we'll go back and do the skies, add contrast those, local adjustment here in just a minute. But let's just boost the blues here to +25, just to help out the light stuff on the windows. Because I think it really does help the windows and stuff out much better. Now the purples and magentas are also left on 0. Okay. Now let's go down and do some post-crop vignetting. Very mild on this one, extremely mild. We're just going to go to a -5 on the post-crop vignetting with a midpoint around 85. And if we hit the Alt button, we adjust this, you can get a better look at it. There we go. 85. And -5 on that one. There, and then we see with, without, and with. Super subtle. So that's what we're going for. Super subtle on that one. Okay, now let's do our local adjustments. Go over here and do some masking. Go ahead and grab some brush. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is work on that sky there. The brush settings I'm looking pretty much normal, little feather and flow, density all set to 100. And that's normally what I'll leave it on, and I just adjust the size with the mouse wheel. But what do we want to do here? What is it I want to do with this brush? Well, I want to add contrast. So let's first go ahead and just kind of apply it on the red mask so we can see where everything is getting applied, because we don't want to keep it off the buildings. We just want it on the sky. And we adjust that smaller here. Go down here. In between here. I think that'll work. Now, let's do a contrast here. I think I boosted the contrast on here to plus 60 on this brush. 61 should be close enough. So we turn that off, turn it back on. See, it really brought those skies and stuff out. Now, there's one other thing about this photo, and I thought the bridge here was just a little too dark for my liking. So we're going to add one more mask and go to brush also on it. And this one, just going to lighten this one up just a little bit. Make our brush a little bit smaller here. Paint on some good old red. Just the bottoms here, just the bottom of it. Then what we're going to do is just going to bring up the exposure. Very small amount here. Yeah, 0.2, about 1/5 of a stop of exposure. Then we're going to drop our contrast on here a lot. Boom. As you can see, that little bit really made that bottom of that bridge and stuff, get a little bit more light and stuff to it. And that's exactly what we wanted here. And folks, that's it. That's how I edited the photo. That's how easy it is to, make your black and white images really stand out and pop. So if you like this, you want to see more photos and stuff edited like this, let me know down in the comments below. Tell me what you want to see edited, what type of style editing you like. You like HDR, black and white, landscape, cityscapes? Hey, let me know down in the description below. I will down in the comments more like it, and I'll try to do some more of those photos and stuff. So anyway, that's it for this photo tutorial, everyone. If you liked it, want to see more like it, how about give me a thumbs up? Thumbs up's always highly appreciated. If you're not a subscriber to my channel yet, now's a great time to subscribe. Subscribing is free, it's for you, and let you know when I release more videos. Until next time, everyone, thank you for watching.